we can start with the next slide. We will be learning. Actually, first this like what we say. This is a learning, self-learning class. Actually, we are not experts. Okay, so disclaimer notice. Okay, so we are not experts actually. So we are what we learn, and we try to teach you the same thing what we have learned. So it's an interactive session. So any doubts you have, any examples you can give. So it's a let us be interactive. Okay, so I'll start. This is like this is methods of knowing. We will be having already we have finished our general psychology, advanced general psychology. So this is a second book. It is about research methodology, and first lesson is about knowing. So how we know things, and uh, how that know whatever we learn, how it is worthy. I mean, from whom we are learning it. So all those things we'll be understanding in this lesson. Okay. So my voice is audible, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
The thing is, first, psychological researchers want to learn and understand human behavior. That is the main idea of this. Okay, so to learn and understand human behavior, that is the crux of this. And psychologists gain understanding and insight into the means for improving people's lives by developing theories and conducting psychological research to answer their questions and about behavior. So that is what they want to improve the human's life, and through developing theories they want to do that. Okay, so this is the basic understanding to go with. Yeah, next slide, Anbu. So for this first basic research, what they did is they want to do a research on the main important thing actually. That is, so to start with, what they did is how the smartphone is affecting, how the smartphone is used by our people, and what effects it has on the behavior. Okay, so first thing they see is adolescence has both positive and negative effect with the smartphones what they are using it. Okay, they first wanted to know the consequences in the adolescence. Okay, so what positive impact they could see is first it was helpful in educational purpose, and the knowledge whatever they had is an updated one, and whatever latest knowledge they will get that through mobile phones and smartphones. And then social networking, I don't have to say. So all Facebook, Instagram, everything, so they easily mix up with social friends, I mean socializing it. Okay, then what they see the negative consequence of these smartphones is they are getting addicted to it. Okay, so if you see they will not listen to anyone. They will while eating also they'll have the phones in their hands. So these things will happen in a normal circumstances. They have less in concentration in academics. So the studies, they because of addiction to the phone, they score less marks. So then they are indulging in pornography, loneliness, poor mental health, etc. These are the negative consequences what they found out in the research. So, so every research ends with a utility suggestions for further research. So that is how the suggestions, I mean research, it's all about. So whenever they do a research, they not just do the research and close it. Instead, they have so many other questions which will give way for the next research. Okay, they will not stop the research then and there. Okay, so with this, they will see how the loneliness is getting affected, or poor mental how hell it is getting affected. Further, they will ask more questions, and they do the research again. Okay, it's it depends. What is the requirement? According to that, they will extend the research also. So that is how the research goes on. Yeah. Next, Anbu. So we are coming to the main topic of it. So the idea is methods of knowing. Okay. So how we acquire knowledge. Okay. We come up with many answers, which includes we can acquire knowledge through teachers, parents, friends, elders, even out of our own experience, we learn. Okay, so that's how we acquire knowledge. Okay, so for example, we have an understanding that swans are white in color. Okay, but if a friend says the swans are white in color, we agree with it. Okay, I mean, we don't agree immediately, but when the teacher says, okay, when the teacher says, or when your parent says, okay, so then we will consider acknowledging it. So like methods of acquiring knowledge are always or ways in which a person can know things or discover answers to questions. Okay, there are, so the source is main important when you acknowledge a thing. Okay, so that is the main thing. So the source is main important. That is what they were so telling. Teachers, parents, friends, elders, these are the sources from where we get. Okay, unless otherwise the source is confident about the knowledge what we are they are sharing, we will not be confident of getting that knowledge. Okay, so there are different sources are we use many methods to gain knowledge about anything. Okay, broken down into five categories with its own strengths and weakness. Okay, so out of that five categories, these are intuition, tenacity, authority, rationalism, and empirism. Okay, don't mind if I pronounce it wrong. Okay, so just we are learning. So we'll get into the first intuition. Yeah, next slide. So what we are seeing is how we are getting knowledge, that is knowing. Okay, first thing is intuition. So intuition is nothing but I believe it is true because I feel it is true. Okay, so what intuition means is I believe it is true because I believe it is true because I feel it is true. Okay, so can we when we use our intuition, we rely on our guts, our emotions, and our instincts to guide us. Someone can give example to this. I'll give a movie example. So that does, I don't know, many of might not like it, but just asking, someone can give an example of intuition.
I feel
Particularly
seems to
ladies
be.
when they say, yeah, somebody's selling.
Yeah.
Yeah, or maybe we are expecting some guest,
Uh,
unexpected guest.
might be.
Let's
Intuition
say,
is like we don't. If you see, the it might not be accurate. Okay, inaccurate knowledge actually. In intuition is inaccurate knowledge. Okay, so it will be hunches. Mainly, if you see policemen's. Okay, policemen's they do this hunches. So example சொல்லணும்னா as a movie, so exampleனா வேட்டையாடு விளையாடு scene, many of you would remember.
Yeah, I was actually going to give an example of profiling.
Exactly.
Profiling பண்றாங்க. When you go to the airports, they profile a person based on how they look, how they behave, and based on that, they have a hunch.
Correct. Yeah. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
So I'll give you an example of that movie also. Don't mind. The thing is, yeah, I think they will be in yeah, USA. Okay. So Kamala Hassan and Jyotika will be in nearby room. Okay. So she was attempting a suicide. Okay. This policeman, he is, Kamal Hassan is a policeman. Okay. He is next to the room. Okay, he felt something wrong in that room, or he comes out and he saw that girl in earlier